Open. Hey guys, welcome back to another live. In today's video, we're gonna be doing a little story time. The title of the story time is Are We Really Ready for Marriage? So I'm just gonna be reading tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna be reading, so just how as much as you don't know what I'll be doing, I don't know what I'll be doing. So I'll be just reading. What happened to you tonight, Pia? What happened to you? Alright, let's start. The first thing that's on the page, it says you have found your match and you're really dating long enough to know that you're in love. When bliss is on the horizon, or is it? On the threshold of one's life, on the threshold of one of life's biggest decision, you will start to wonder, are we really ready for marriage? Can you stop? You're not going outside. Nagging thoughts about marriage are normal even when you're in love with unhappy. You wanna go out? Okay, I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna let you out. Come. Can't take them like him. I don't know why you wanna go so bad. What is out there that you wanna go so bad at? You going out way too? You going out to Kitty? You going out as well? And look there, he isn't gone anywhere. Gone. You know I'm going to? I'm going to fresh air. Okay, I had to let out my cat. Sorry about that. So let's go again. Nagging thoughts about marriage are normal, even when you're in love. With unhappy marriages abounding and divorce rates soaring, it's understandable that you want to proceed with caution as you contemplate this life-altering step. How do you know if you are ready for it? Now more than ever, you need to root out any daydreams you may have about marriage and replace them with realities. For example, daydream 1. We can live on love. Reality, love will neither pay bills nor cover financial hardship. In fact, researchers have found money to be a leading cause of marital disputes and eventual divorce. An unbalanced view of money can cause you spiritual and emotional harm, and it can erode your relationship with your spouse. The lesson: don't wait until marriage to discuss money management. The Bible says, who of you that wants to build a tower does not first sit down and calculate the expense? Luke 14 verse 8. Suggestion: talk over your future financial arrangements with your intended spouse now before you are married. Consider such questions as these. How will our income be budgeted? Will we have a joint bank account or a separate account? Which spouse will be more adequate at keeping financial records and seeing that bills are paid? How much money can one of us spend on a purchase without consulting the other? Now is the time to start working as a team. Daydream 2 will be a perfect match as a married couple because we see eye to eye on everything and we never disagree. Reality: if you never disagree, it's probably because you have carefully managed to avoid issues that might spark a conflict. But marriage will not afford you that luxury. The fact is, no two imperfect humans are perfectly matched, so a measure of disagreement is inevitable. You need to consider not only how well you agree, but also what happens when you disagree. A strong union is made up of two people who can openly acknowledge a difference and then work to settle the matter maturely and amicable. The Bible says, "Do not go to bed angry." Ephesians 4 verse 26, commentary, English version. Suggestion: reflect carefully on how you have handled conflict with your parents and siblings up to this point. Make a chart similar to the one that appears on page 93 of this book or on page 221 of volume 2. Note specific events that have triggered a disagreement. Hey Emma, what's up? Okie dokie. I'm just reading tonight. Welcome to story time. Alright, let me start over so you can get the context of what I'm reading. Oh, you're taking a shower? Okay. I'm taking a shower with you. Oh my god. I'm gonna start over. Sorry, I went to drop my eye drop in my eyes because this light is bothering my eyes. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Let me just wait until you finish, Emma. See if anybody else will come on. But I'm just reading tonight. I'm reading out of a book. And the topic is, are we really ready for marriage? So we're gonna see what the book says. Afterwards we can, if those who are not yet married can, answer that question better. Okay, hello viewer. So tonight it's story time. So at the end of at the end of reading, if you are not yet married, at the end of this reading you'll know whether you're ready to get married. You'll be better able to answer that question. Are we really ready for marriage? Okie dokie, I'm gonna start. So it says that you have found your match and you have been dating long enough to know that you are in love. Wedding bliss is on the horizon, or is it? On the threshold of one of life's biggest decisions, you start to wonder, are we really ready for marriage? Nagging thoughts about marriage are normal even when you are in love. With unhappy marriages abounding and divorce rates soaring, it's understandable that you want to proceed with caution as you contemplate this life-altering step. How do you know if you are ready for it? Now, more than ever, you need to root out any daydreams you may have about marriage and replace them with realities. For example, daydream 1. Can you name some daydreams that persons have about marriage? List them in the comments. But the first one that they list here is, we can live on love. Reality, love will neither pay bills nor cover our financial hardship. In fact, researchers have found money to be a leading cause of marital disputes and eventual divorce. An unbalanced view of money can cause you spiritual and emotional harm, and it can erode your relationship with your spouse. Yeah, that is another daydream. Happy ever after. I think that's one of the daydream that I have, that it's gonna be happiness ever after. So that is true. That is a daydream that many have. Okay. So it says that an unbalanced view of money can cause you spiritual and emotional harm, and it can erode your relationship with your spouse. The lesson: don't wait until marriage to discuss money matters. The Bible says, who of you that wants to build a tower does not first sit down and calculate the expense? Suggestion: talk over your future financial arrangements with your intended spouse now, before you are married. Consider such questions as these: how will our income be budgeted? Will we have joint bank accounts or separate accounts? Which spouse will be more adequate at keeping financial records and seeing that bills are paid? How much money can one of us spend on a purchase without consulting the other? Now is the time to start working as a team. Guys, how do you feel about this last question? How much money can one of us spend on a purchase without consulting the other? How do you feel about that? Gemma, you're like, oh, you're married, you can let me know. How do you feel about that last question? How much money can one, especially like if you work your own money and your husband work his own money, how do you feel about this question? How much money can one of us spend on a purchase without consulting the other? Let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Let me see. My thoughts on that. If I work my own money and my husband work his own money, if he's gonna make a big purchase, it's not like he has to consult me. But if he's gonna buy something that it's not necessary, and he's gonna spend a large sum of money on this thing that we can do without, or he can do without, let's say he can do without, and the family is in need of that money, and he goes and spend that. I'm just giving a scenario. Then that would be a problem. That would be a problem. But if it's not gonna be jeopardizing the family, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. They say communication is key. Definitely communication is key. But what if your partner go ahead and oftentimes when I'm at work, sometimes some customers will be like, if my wife or my girlfriend ever see her buying this, then I wouldn't like it. That's what they would say sometimes. And I'm like, we talk about it before we buy it, or I buy it. Okay. But I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. it's, as I said, if it's gonna jeopardize or paying our bills in the future and you buying something that is not necessary, I would feel a way about that. But like if it's not gonna jeopardize the family and you wanna buy it, and we're not gonna be left in debt. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I don't know what to say in terms of that. I'm just blank to that. But I understand what you're saying. Communication is key and talking about it before you buy it. So I guess yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Alright, let's leave it there. Alright, so daydream number 2. We'll be a perfect match as a married couple because we see eye to eye on everything. We never disagree. Reality. If you never disagree, it's probably because you have carefully managed to avoid issues that might spark a conflict. But marriage will not afford you that luxury. The fact is, no two imperfect humans are perfectly matched. So a measure of disagreement is inevitable. You need to consider not only how well you agree, but also what happens when you disagree. A strong union is made up of two people who can openly acknowledge a difference and then work to settle the matter. Amicable. Yeah, how you feel about that? That makes sense. If you guys never, there's never no disagreement between you two, you might feel that, oh yeah, we match, we sit eye to eye, but something is lingering there that maybe one of you is really avoiding the issues, are carefully able to manage to avoid issues that will cause disagreement. So you may not totally agree with it, but you just let it slide. So it's saying that no two people are alike. So I would say if you haven't had any disagreement, don't marry yet. Don't marry, you're not ready yet. What's your thoughts on that, guys? What's your thoughts on that, Emma? I was gonna say sassy. What's your thoughts on that? Seems like you're my only audience tonight, so I'm putting you on the spot. If a couple haven't had any disagreement, do you think they are ready for marriage? I would say no. Have a disagreement first and see how you handle it. And if you handle it in a mature way, then you can move forward. But if you have not had any disagreement, I'm saying that if a couple has not had any disagreement, they're like, we see eye to eye on everything. What do you suggest? Do you suggest they wait until they have disagreements before they get married? Because here it is saying that no two people, see things the same way, and marriage will not allow you that luxury to not have disagreements. So I'm saying that one should go through that stage first and see how well they handle the disagreements, if they handle it maturely. Exactly, they will be perfect, definitely. Because marriage, as I say, marriage is not going to allow you that luxury to not have disagreements. And sometimes a person will have disagreement, but guess what? Exactly, teeth and tongue will meet. But sometimes, like within you be dating, You know what? Sometimes you may not agree with something, but because you don't want to, you don't want to upset the person, or you just let it slide. So you don't say anything. And then no, you will think that, oh yeah, we see eye to eye on things. Exactly. That is why there is a courtship. Exactly so. Exactly. What happened to the people tonight? For the rest of people, them they're sassy. Why keep saying sassy? Emma. Oh my god. Emma. For the rest of people. Where are they? Alright, here are the Bible's recommendation. It says, don't go to bed angry. Ephesians 4 verse 26. Suggestion. Reflect carefully on how you have handled conflict with your parents and siblings up to this point. Make a chart similar to the one that appears on page 93. I'm gonna have to look at that. Note specific events that have triggered a disagreement, how you responded, and what response might have been better. For example, if your impulse, I miss a line, let me go again. For example, if your impulsive reaction to a conflict has been to storm off to your room and angrily slam the door, write down a better response. One that will work to resolve the problem rather than further entrench it. If you learn to respond better to conflict now, you'll gain a skill that is crucial to a happy marriage. How you feel about that, guys? If you're a person that, let me give you an example. I was at work and a couple, they came in and they ordered a dispad and the tool to screw off the wheel, and they went outside, but they were looking for something else. I think the jack to jack up the vehicle. But however, because they sell things like everything pack, all of the goods pack up on the tool. And I don't know what transpired out there. And it's like they were digging up and they couldn't find it. And it's like the husband, didn't want to worry to change it, and the wife or the girlfriend, she got so upset, she started flinging in the things them, she just fling them, and then she stormed back inside. But when she came in, I was looking for her to react negatively towards me or upset, but she didn't do that. But her reaction outside, when it didn't go her way, she just started throwing things all over the place and she was so upset. That wasn't the right way to deal with that situation. That wasn't the right way. So how we deal with things on a day-to-day basis? Are we impulsive? Do we get angry and slam doors and step off? What do we do? So that now, if you are able, the paragraph says, if you learn to respond better to conflict now, you will gain a skill that is crucial to a happy marriage. Yeah, she was expressing herself, but it wasn't the right way because she was doing it angrily. She was doing it angrily, throwing things, and that wasn't the right way. So this paragraph is really encouraging us that now is the time to really work on those things. If we are able to respond better to conflict now, when we get married, it would be good. It would help to a happy marriage, wouldn't you say? And it's helped her to calm down, and then she was able to deal with it. Yeah, she was able to deal with me in a nice way when she came in. Cause I thought she was gonna be aggressive with me. She really surprised me when she came in. And she gave me back the dispatch and the other thing that she bought. She gave me them back. Calmly. And then she just, you know, get out of the store. But yeah. I was saying to myself that it's good that she didn't take it out on me because I didn't do anything to her, and she didn't do that. She didn't take it out on me, but she could have dealt with the situation that she was in better. She didn't have to be throwing stuff and storm off like that. Mhm. But do you agree with the point that the way we deal with conflict before, if we're able to deal with conflict you know, in a mature way, that it will help towards a happy marriage? Would you agree with that? Would you guys agree with that? Hey, Jacob, they said she did deal with it. Yeah, she deal with it, but would you say that was, a proper way to deal with it? Just throwing down stuff? I don't think that was the right way to deal with it. Your husband said that, you can't worry to dig out everything to find the log tool. It's better we just wait until we reach home. You know, when we're rested and we have more time, we can always change it. And you're like, that wasn't. We said that's her mature way. Okay. But how would you feel about that if you were her spouse and she was doing that? You wanna feel a way that you are saying to her that, you know, let us wait until we get home. We can just change. I can just change it. When I reach home, I just take my time and take out the stuff until I reach to the log tool that I need. And then now she being aggressive on the other hand. Well, I'm not. Well, I understand nothing, Emma, but the topic that we are talking about, that is why I drew that example. I draw for that example, to really solidify the point that the book is making. They say, oh, let her do her. Yeah, definitely. You just have to just let it play out. Yeah, you would have to do that. But how would you feel in yourself if she reacted that way? You wouldn't feel good. You'd like maybe like say, why you not have to behave so, or maybe you just, but you'd feel away. I'm sure you'd feel away that she had to behave like that over something simple that you said. Okay, that's a good way to do with it. Wait until she's calm. Well, that is true. He didn't say anything. He just helped put back the stuff in the vehicle. He didn't say anything. But would you say that reaction is a good reaction? Even though that is how she behaved. But was that a good reaction? Was it a good reaction? Was it good? What she did, was it good? Exactly. Aggression don't fix things, definitely. So she didn't have to be aggressive in the first place. That is what the book is saying, that how we deal with things now, if we are aggressive with our family now, or with our siblings, whoever it is, if that is how we deal with conflict when we get married, that is how we're gonna deal with our spouse. That is exactly how we're going to deal with our spouse. So it is saying that if you learn to respond better now to conflict, you will have a crucial skill when you get married in how to, manage disagreements. Yeah. So daydream number 3. I was asking of some daydreams that persons may have before they get married. Emma said that if I'm happy, being thinking that you're gonna be happy ever after. What is anyone you guys think of come to the top of your head? Emma said that is why we have to get to know the basic way about our mate. Definitely true. I agree with that 110%. 110% I agree with that. Alright, so you can list any other daydream pointers that you may have. Alright, so this one says, once I get married, all my sexual desires will be satisfied. What do you think about that one? Is that a daydream? They say that it's a daydream right here. That all your sexual desires will be satisfied. Is that a true? Is that true? Is that reality or it is false? Not true. Alright, so let me read on and see what they say. It says, being married does not guarantee sex uh, on demand. Remember, your spouse is a human being who has feelings that must be considered. Frankly, there will be times when your mate simply isn't in the mood for intimacy. Marriage does not give you the right to insist on having your needs fulfilled. The fact is, self-control is vital in both singleness and marriage. So it agrees with you, Jacob. Emma says the man can have faults. The woman can have faults. What faults? Explain. Are you talking about this point that, that with your sexual desires being fulfilled? The other day, a friend of mine was saying that, when he actually, was saying that when he get married, all his needs are gonna be filled. All his sexual needs are gonna be filled. And I'm like, no. No. So I agree with, okay, sexual faults. Okay. That's a big one though. That's a big one. Sexual faults. Like, I don't want to dive in too much into it, but like, what kind of faults? Like, what kind of faults? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you know before? Wouldn't you have known before? Okay. See, someday took your message away, Jacob. Maybe you don't have to write out the word. Just put S. We'll know what you're talking about. And you wanna know, like, before you get married. But that's a big one, though. That's a big one. To get married and then that happen. That's a big one. Okay. So how about the doctor? Can you go to the doctor or what? And I think if a personal problem down there, like the male, they can know. They can know if they have a problem, I would say. But like the female, no. Like if she have a problem, maybe she wouldn't know. She wouldn't know. That's just me. That's my thought on that. My opinion. No, sir. Right now, like I know better. Yeah, we have to get married first. Marriage is definitely first. From here on forward. Okay, the doctor will. Okay, so yeah, it's good to do that then. You said do research. Okie dokie. I guess. Okay. I'm gonna start research then. Alright, let us see what the Bible says. It says, each one of you should know how to get possession of his own vessel in satisfaction and honor, not in covetous sexual appetite. Do you understand this verse, guys? It says that each one of you should know how to get possession of his own vessel. Who can tell me what that means? That is coming from 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 4 and 5. Who can tell me what that means? What you understand from that? You want me to read it again? Are you guys typing? Okay. Alright. It says, each one of you should know how to get possession of his own vessel in satisfaction and honor, not in covetous sexual appetite. What does that mean? And it's coming from 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 4 and 5. I feel so thirsty. It means we need to be honest with our mate. Okay, elaborate more though. Elaborate more. What's your thought on it, Emma? What you understand from that? It says, each one of you should know how to get possession of his own vessel in satisfaction. Tell me what that means. Where is Emma? Let me know your few sentences on this. What you understand from it? I seems like Emma. Maybe she stepped away. Alright, so you're married, right? Your husband and wife. So now the Bible is telling you that this man belongs to you. This woman belongs to you. You should know what. Oh, you're coming. Alright, let me wait on you then. Let me wait until you come. I feel so thirsty. Guys, I didn't drink any water today. My water actually finished. I didn't get to buy any. Gonna have to drink some pipe water because I'm really thirsty. Okay. Alright. Let me elaborate though. As I was saying that, you're a couple, you're married, and you know each other. You know each other. You get used to each other. So now the Bible is saying that this person body, it is yours. So now should know how to I'm trying to use a word that is YouTube friendly. How to get her in that mood. Cause she's your own, she's your vessel. So now you should be able to, able to put her in that mood. That is what the Bible is saying. Some person will say the Bible old fashioned, but the Bible is saying that each one of you should know how to get possession of his own vessel. She is yours. She's your wife, is your husband. So you should know how to get to that point that you want her. That is what the Bible is saying. And it shouldn't be in a covetous way, but it should be in satisfaction. When satisfaction comes to your mind, what comes to mind? When you're very well pleased. So that the Bible telling you that you should be able to satisfy your person and get them to that point. It is 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 4 and 5. So that is what the Bible telling you plain and straight, that this person is yours. You know her, you know him. You must know what you can do to put this person in that mood so that you can reach satisfaction. Yep. So that is what it is saying, guys. Alright. Suggestion now. Make a careful review of your sexual desires and tendency and think about how these might affect your future marriage. For example, are you enslaved to self-focused habits of, can I say this word? Masturbition. You know that word, guys. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't know if that is, a curse word in YouTube or whatever. Have you had a habit of viewing pornography? Do you have a roving eye secretly looking lustfully at members of the opposite? So these are some questions that one can ask themselves. If I have trouble controlling my sexual desires before marriage, how will I be able to do it afterwards? Another matter, have you been prone to flirt and play the field earning a reputation as a playboy or a flirt among those of the opposite sex? If so, how do you plan to curtail that tendency after marriage? When your affection, sorry, when your affection will need to be directed to one person, your spouse. That's a lot of information. That is a lot of information. You know, you have some persons that love to flirt. You have that tendency before you get married. Are you gonna bring it over into your marriage? Or are you gonna be able to curtail that, and direct all your attention to your mate? What are you gonna do? What if you love to watch adult films? That is what I was reading before. What are you gonna do? Are you still gonna be, viewing those things? Those are the things that now, will maybe not let you be satisfied within your marriage. So at this point in time now, your desire may not be satisfied because of viewing those things. Exactly. We'd have to drop off those. We'd have to make a change, definitely. So those are the things, guys, where it make it hard for the person to actually please you because you're doing those other things. So it will be hard. Mr. Clark, you need to go to your bed. Tonight is his adult time. I'm kidding. You might learn one or two something tonight. I'm kidding. Hello, Clark. How are you? How you doing? Lovely. Alright, so the next daydream now, we're down to point 4. Marriage will make me happy. What you guys thought on that? Marriage will make me happy. What if you wasn't happy before? You think that marriage gonna let you be happy? What do you guys think about that? Give me your answers. If you weren't happy before you got married, do you think that you will be happy when you do get married? Maybe. Okay. Clark says he don't know. Jacob says somewhat. Let's use a person that is maybe depressed, that travels with depression, right? That person now, oftentimes they are sad because that depression is somewhat, not all, but some persons, they have to take medication to enhance their mood and stuff like that. If that person now get married, do you think automatically marriage will cure that person? You think marriage will cure that person? What's your thoughts on that? So you guys' thoughts on that? Oh, you still don't know. All right, let me read what it says. It says reality. An unhappy Single person usually becomes an unhappy married person. Why? Because happiness is determined more by one's outlook than by one's circumstances. Let me read that again. An unhappy single person usually, as Emma says, maybe, as it says, usually becomes an unhappy married person. Why? Because happiness is determined more by one's outlook than by one's circumstances. Those who tend to look negatively at their lot in life usually focus on what's missing in a relationship rather than what's present in it. It's far better to cultivate and nurture a positive spirit while single. Then when you're married, you'll bring out the best in yourself and your spouse. Okay, Emma. So it is saying that if when you're single, you're unhappy, it doesn't necessarily mean because you get married now you're gonna be happy. Because happiness does not come from change of circumstances, but it comes from your outlook on life. You know, that is where happiness comes from, your outlook on life. As it says that you may tend to look negatively at your lot in life, usually focusing on what is missing than what is present. So even though good things is present in the relationship, you tend to be thinking about something that is missing rather than appreciating the good that is present. So if you're unduly unhappy while you're single, if you get married, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be happy. You might drain the person energy. Even though they are happy, you might drain them. You know? So we have to ensure that we're happy within ourselves before we get married. Because that person is only human. They can do so much and no more. You know? Yeah, yeah, you can have friends too. And I don't want that to happen either, you know. Long life to your mom. But you don't necessarily have to get married. You can have friends, you know. But you're young to determine that, Clark. You're young. You can't determine that now. You don't know exactly what you want, okay? when you reach maybe 30, you'll know exactly what you maybe at that age you'll better be able to know what you want. But no, I promise you can't determine that, you know, you don't want to be married. You're just saying that for now. I can remember one of my coworker when she was very young, like she was about 20 years old. She always like, I don't want to be married, I don't want to be married. And by the time she reached 22, you know, we're having the conversation again, and I asked her, do you want to get married? Do you want to stay single still? And she said no, she don't want to stay single. She would love to get married, but she said that her husband would really have to understand her. So you're not at that age to determine whether you would want to get married. You're just talking right now, you know. What is happening in December? Let me see if I read that right. It is weird that I don't want to be alone, like losing my mom and stuff, but I don't want to be married. It is weird that I don't want to be alone, like losing my mom. Are you saying that you lost your mom? That's what you're saying? Yeah, you're gonna change, I'm telling you. Check me back. Check me back. Like, let me see. How old are you again? Let me see. Alright, let me just give you I give you 6 years. Check me back in 6 years and let me see if you still have that you don't want to get married. But I'm telling you, you're gonna change your mind. You're gonna change your mind. Or is it that you're not gonna get married but you're gonna be in relationship? Is that what you're saying? You're gonna be in relationships but not get married, or are you just gonna stay by yourself? Because I don't think that is possible for you. That is not possible for you. But you might meet somebody, man, where your head's over heel and you just want to get married to her. Trust me, you might change. That's how you feel now, Clark. But maybe years to come, you're gonna change. Trust me, you are gonna change. Guys, I'm almost finished with the story, Let me continue. We have 2 more paragraphs to read. I'm gonna read it straight. And then after we can discuss. So it says, the Bible says it is better to be satisfied with what you have than to be always wanting something else. Suggestion: sometimes a negative attitude comes from having unrealistic expectations. On a separate sheet of paper, list 2 or 3 expectations you have of marriage. You want to give me them, guys? 3 expectations that you have of marriage. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, Clark. Sometimes we don't have a lot of people here, yeah. So guys, give me 3 expectations that you have of marriage. List them in the comments. Okay, let me go again. 3 things that you would want in a marriage. List 3 things that you would want in a marriage. 3 expectations. 3 things that you are looking forward to. Maybe Clark is not looking forward to anything. So but yeah, you could give me those in the comments. I'm gonna finish reading. Read them and then ask yourself, are my expectations based more on fantasy than on reality? Have they been fueled by media, perhaps by romantic movies or books? Do my expectations focus on what marriage will do for me, perhaps cure my chronic loneliness, satisfy my desire for S, upgrade my status among my peers? If so, you will need to shift from thinking about me to thinking about us. To help you do that, list 2 or 3 expectations of marriage that involve you and your future spouse. So that is what you're looking forward to? A child? Okay. What else? The above marital daydreams can adversely affect your happiness in marriage, so try to eliminate such thinking and replace them with a realistic outlook. The worksheet, and we're not going to go through the worksheet. So these are some of the daydreams that persons have of marriage. I'm going to list them through quickly. Let me go. So the first one was we can live on love. The second one was we'll be a perfect match as a married couple because we see eye to eye on everything. We never disagree. That's daydream 2. Daydream 3. Once I get married, all my sexual desires will be satisfied. And daydream 4 is marriage will make me happy. So those are 4 daydreams that persons have about marriage. And then we have the reality. So that is it for this story tonight. I hope you guys benefited from it. You don't know any Jamaican songs? Really? I really don't know any songs full, like all of the song. Like I will know bits and pieces of songs, but I don't know any complete songs, whether overseas or Jamaican. So what overseas song do you like? What's your favorite artist? Nice, Jacob. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. Toxic. Oh Lord. You're at work, Jacob? Okay, Jacob said he's busy there. Yeah, guys, I'm not keeping you guys long tonight at all because I'm tired myself. I'll work tomorrow. So, I'm gonna let you go to your bed early tonight, Clark. Thank you guys for coming. I know that some of you came late. Maybe you can go over and watch the live to see what we're actually talking about. And if you want to drop your comments and let me know your thought on it, you could do so. But yeah, I'm not staying long tonight at all. I'm a bit tired. You had a good day today at school, Clark? Did you have a good day at school today? Was it a good day today? She asking me, I guess. Any questions, guys? Any question you want to ask? Did you watch today's video? If you have not watched it, when we finish this live, you could watch it. Go on the channel and watch it, please. My day was okay. I didn't really do anything, really. And I'm tired. Can you believe that? I didn't really do anything, but I'm tired. I'm always tired. Yeah, it hurts. Thank you, Emma. Appreciate you. I tried. I tried my best. I know it would have came up better, but when I finished doing the video, there was music. There was music, so I had to just do a voiceover. Okay, Emma, thank you for coming. Have a lovely night. I'm gonna get off soon myself and go to bed. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Tomorrow, maybe when I reach to work tomorrow, I'll do a silent live. You guys can come back and support me tomorrow. Osh, Clark, I hope it. Maybe you can take a pill before you go and sleep. And I hope you feel better tomorrow. Osh, osh. Or drink some tea. Let mommy make some tea for you. Or you can make some tea and drink. Or take a pill. One of them. Okay, lovely. Hope you feel better though. Have a good night, okay? And thank you for coming. Bye. Take care. See y'all tomorrow. Guys, all my cats have gone outside. They desert me. They don't love me anymore. They're all gone. Alright guys, take care. Tomorrow. Look out for the live tomorrow. Night night. Have a great one. Alright, guys. Look out for tomorrow's live. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. When you guys leave, I'll just end the live. I'm gonna go drink some of my wine.